Hey, what's up? It's Game Hydro. Today we're doing another video about Archero 2. We're going to talk about what are the best and worst ways to spend your gems. Where should you be spending your gems? Because whether you do small in-app purchases or you simply collect free gems, they're a very valuable resource. They're hard to get, they're hard to come upon, and so you don't want to waste gems. You want to spend them very wisely and not blow them. So we're going to look at a few different places that you can spend them and talk about whether these are good or not. So going over to the chapter pack, that's not a way to spend gems, but that's a way to get gems. Now, a way to spend gems, first we're going to look at the daily shop and look at some different kinds of items. So one of the items that's in the daily shop today is the Dracula shard, which costs 360 gems, but it promises a way to get Dracula fast. Now we're going to scroll over to the character screen, take a look at who we can get, and it takes 50 shards to get Dracula. Now, a Dracula shard, 360 gems. That means that 50 Dracula shards will cost 18,000 gems. So 18,000 gems is, let's see, let me do the math on that. 14,000 gems is $100. 2,500 is $19.99. 6,500 is that's about $140 worth of gems in order to get a $30 character. So that unequivocally makes the Dracula shard the not only not worth it, but possibly the single worst way to spend gems in the entire game. Because either you're going to get not near enough to summon Dracula or not near enough to level up. One of those two. So, as tempting as that may be, avoid the Dracula shard. Now, common items, the Boots of Destruction and the Ring of Decisiveness, we'll use those for example. They're common items. They are items that are useless beyond about Chapter 1. However, they cost 25 gems and 30 gems not retrospectively. I don't even know the right word to use here. But they cost 25 gems and 30 gems. So you can buy both of them for 55 gems. Compare that to the price of a silver chest, which contains either common or fine gear, or uncommon gear, that is, which is 80 gems. So for less than the price of one equipment item, you get two equipment items. And yes, they are useless items to wear, but they are never useless items to go to the blacksmith. Collect these common useless items, and when you get 3 identicals, you'll be able to go to the blacksmith, turn 3 common items into 1 common item, turn 3 uncommon items into 1 rare item, 3 rare items into 1 epic item, etc. That means that over time you can collect these common items for very low gem expenditures, and eventually you will be able to get rare items, get epic items off of them, or even upgrade other epic items just by doing enough blacksmithing. So that makes them pretty valuable for a very low price. Now, buying scrolls for upgrades, you can buy some of the scrolls you can buy with gems. Usually it's larger collections of scrolls. Now, do you want to spend gems on buying scrolls? I mean, it's a small number of gems, but still, my opinion is no. Unless it is a massive sticking point. You do not want to spend gems on buying scrolls because you earn enough scrolls through beating levels, offline income, and you can purchase scrolls for coins here too. You don't have to spend gems on them. You can just spend coins. All right. So what else can we spend gems on? The big thing, of course, is mythstone chests, chromatic chests, silver chests, and obsidian chests. Is the silver chest worth spending gems on for 80 gems apiece? Sometimes, but mostly no. If you're just looking for more things to either fill equipment slots because you're very early in the game, or to throw something else to the blacksmith. Back to the chests. Which chest should you spend your money on? So, obsidian chest, that costs 300 gems apiece. It contains either a fine gear, rare gear, or an epic gear. That's a pretty good deal. However, up above that, we have the chromatic chest, which costs 400 gems apiece and contains one fine, rare, or epic gear. And chances of obtaining S tier epic gear are increased. Now, the advantage of the obsidian chest is you get a lot of free obsidian chest keys, and you get a guaranteed epic gear within 5 times opening it. So, you're going to get epic gear significantly more frequently, simply because you get so many obsidian chest keys throughout the game. Chromatic chests, you get some chromatic chest keys throughout the game, but not as many of them as you get obsidian chest keys. Plus, it costs 100 more gems per one single one. But every 10 opens, you get a guaranteed epic gear, and every 50 opens, you get a guaranteed S tier epic gear. Now, the S tier epic gear, we've gone over that in the other video we did about rare equipment, is even though it's epic, just like the non-S tier stuff, the stats are a massive significant boost over non-S tier. Plus, you can upgrade it in the blacksmith shop the same way you would upgrade non-S tier gear. You don't need multiples of the same S tier slot gear to upgrade it. You don't need to get rid of S tier gear. You can just use non-S tier gear to upgrade S tier gear. And it says guaranteed within 10 opens, within 50 opens. That doesn't necessarily mean that it will take 10 opens or 50 opens to get that gear. That just means that it will take a maximum of 10 opens or 50 opens to get that gear. So theoretically, you could end up resetting the counter by getting an S tier item the third time that you open the chest. And now we got Mythstone chest, which is the same as chromatic chest, but it's a guaranteed S grade of a specific type within 50 opens. There's less of the Mythstone keys being given away without spending gems. Actually, there may not be any of them. So you get less frequent opens, but if you're trying to capture a whole set altogether, then this is the way to go. The Mythstone chest actually arguably is better if you're a whale or if you're a big spender at the game, because you can put together an entire set of gear. Now, if you don't care what S tier item you get, you just want an S tier item, the chromatic chest is better and is a better spend if you tend to be a smaller spender. Because if you're a smaller spender, you probably just want that S tier item, unless it's a weapon, because weapons you can be very specific about. But for most of us, the chromatic chest is a better expenditure, unless you are getting close to getting the free epic gear with the obsidian chest. Then throw a few gems toward the obsidian chest, get that epic gear faster, especially if you are trying to upgrade your gear, because epic gear is arguably a little bit easier to upgrade than other gear. Here's another thing that you can spend gems on, is getting more gold coins. So is that a useful way to spend your gems, is getting more gold coins? I'm going to say no. This is only useful if you are a whale and money is no object to you for how to play the game. If money is any sort of object to you whatsoever, then please avoid spending gems on gold coins, because you can get a lot of gold coins through playing the levels themselves, or by collecting your offline income, or by playing the gold dungeon. All right, another way to spend gems is, there's various events where you can do it, but a notable one is the Rune Ruins, where spending 200 gems gets you one chance at the dig. Now, this one I actually think is a pretty good way to do so, because you spend once, you have a good chance at getting not just, well, you have a 100% chance of getting one, you have a good chance of getting multiples too. All you have to do is just dig smart in order to upgrade the quality. And you have a good shot at getting even rare or epic or higher gems for the 200 gems spent. Or excuse me, runes for the 200 gems spent. Yeah, it is a little expensive. Yeah, sure. But you can go over to the rune section and you can equip it. Look at the statistical increase for this one, for example. Plus 36 attack power, plus 144 attack power. And because it's blue, also plus 60 attack power. And you have so many rune slots that you always have a very good shot of either filling a blank slot with a rune or filling a common and uncommon slot with a rare or above rune. Plus, you can upgrade them in the blacksmith area the same way that you upgrade your equipment, making them extra useful. So, if you're pretty far along in the game, avoid spending gems on rune digs, because you're going to need to go for more epic equipment at that point, and legendary equipment and mythic. But if you are early enough in the game, then absolutely spend gems on runes. And then one other way to spend gems that hasn't really been gone over yet and that we haven't really looked at yet is to spend gems on restarting a stage after you get beat. This is something that you absolutely should not do. This is a really quick way to waste gems in order to try to double down on a bad bet. The first restart you can do with an advertisement video, but the second restart you can do with gems. Do this if you're a major whale, or if you are fighting the final boss of the stage and are they only have a quarter health left, and you can get an easy and quick win from there if you restart. But any other situation, like say you're halfway through and the gems are the only option for you to restart, then don't do it. It's a bad bet. Instead, take the loss, take the scrolls and gold coins and upgrade your stuff. Maybe get some more runes, and play a little smarter that way. Take a small amount of extra time and avoid spending gems. But yeah, this is a little guide on how to spend your gems, because gems are very valuable and very expensive, and you do not want to spend them stupidly. Anyways, this is Game Hydro. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.